All right, peace, family. Not sure if you guys can hear me yet, but peace to you. Peace to you. All right. So, see, brother Yosef, I'm getting it, right? I'm getting there, family. Soon I'm gonna have y'all on here interacting with me and everything. So, yes, we are on. We are live. Can everybody hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up or say we can hear you in the chat so we can move forward. Perfect. All right. Glad you guys can hear me. All right, we are on. I'm drinking a Starbucks double shot energy. You know what I mean? I'm a coffee drinker. I don't drink these all the time. This is once in a blue moon, but a little energy boost. You know what I mean? These are pretty good. If you guys coffee drinkers, these are pretty good. Too much of these to be bad. It's like too much. It gets you too jittery. But I'm a coffee lover. So yes, I'm glad you guys can hear me. I'm pretty sure some people will pick up on this later in the Patreon. But we're gonna go on ahead. Let me take this off. Talking on the phone earlier. We're gonna go ahead and get this popping. And we're gonna talk about some mudra stuff today. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about some mudra stuff today, family. All right. So all right. We're gonna get into this. Family. So I'm getting better and better at my setup here, knowing how to do these things with much practice, right? And I want you guys to understand. Well, first of all, let me say I hope everybody has a happy holidays if that's what you're into. You know what I'm saying? I do give presents to my daughter on Christmas because I want to make her happy, but she knows Santa Claus doesn't bring presents. She knows her daddy gives her presents. And, I try to get into this whole energy. So it's the only time on the planet where people are into giving. So I love the energy. I'm an alchemist. So I use the energy of Christmas to my benefit, right? To my benefit, family. But, I told her all for the rest of her life, like, daddy not going to be into this Christmas thing. You're the only person in the world that could make daddy, sacrifice and bend the rules a little bit. You know what I mean? So hope you guys, have a good weekend regardless. Yes, we had a cold front down here. And I'm going to just say this stuff. We're going to get right into it, y'all. Just covering a few things. And we're going to answer some questions after this as well, if you guys got questions. But yes, we had a cold front down here. The whole country is getting hit with this cold front right now. And yes, yesterday it was really cold. I know my mother called me and said her pipes burst where she's at. But I didn't have that issue. I did some prayers and spells over my house. I believe the energy and protection I have around my house helps me. I called on some elementals, to work with my property. And me and the wife, we haven't had any issues. Me and my wife, and my daughter. So I'm grateful for that. But I know people in other areas of the country, Ohio's got it real bad with the snow. But yeah, so I think tonight is the last night we're having this cold front here, and then we'll be back up to the 50s down here. So, you know what I mean? Okay, Smoother said, okay, you're in Ohio, and it's in the negative degrees. Yeesh. That reminds me of being back in upstate New York, who's getting it really bad right now. So we're going to talk about some interlocking mudras today, right? But for those who don't really know what mudras are on a deeper level, we're going to explain that on a deeper level, and we're going to talk. And I'm going to give you guys some slides of some really good mudras and some seed form syllables, which are words of power. I'm going to give you guys some symbols that you can draw yourself. You can just draw these symbols out, right? or you can take my slide and blow it up. You know, y'all know how to do stuff, you know what I mean, and print it out for yourself and get some of these, the syllables, the seed forms, right? Which are words of power, right? Which is another word form. Mantras are also called words of power. You know what I'm saying? So let me rephrase that. The seed form syllables are called symbols of power, and the mantras are called words of power, right? So this is another form of that. So we're going to give you guys some of those, but I want to explain a few things before we go in. All right. So we're going to get into this. You know what I mean? So can you guys see everything? Is everything good? You guys can see? All right. If you guys can see, we're going to get right into it. All right. We're going to get right into it. Okay. So mudras are an ancient mystical science that can help you balance the energy flow in your body. All right. That's important to know. So you're not just putting your fingers up when you do this. You're dealing with energy. All right. That's important that you guys know this. All right. You can use mudras as tools to bring balance in your energetic field by redirecting the prana. Okay. I want you guys to pay attention to this picture of this woman doing this mudra, right? Look how her emotion is into it. She's really into the mudra, right? This is important, right? So some of y'all may just, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's what everybody doing, but some people just do it and they breathe. No, sometimes you got to feel what you're trying to do with the mudra. You have to feel it. And this is a great example in this picture of this woman, right, doing a mudra, and she's emotionally into the mudra, right? If we're going to do magic, let's do magic for real, right? If we're going to use these technologies, let's use this technology for real. This is a very important picture, whether you guys believe it or not. She's doing a mudra, her eyes is closed, and she's smiling, and you can see the energy that she's putting into the mudra. There are some teachers in India that only teach mudras. That's all they teach. So I want you guys to understand the emotion. I'm always talking about emotion. The emotion that she's putting into this mudra. Very, very important, family. All right. If you guys can see on the right here, I'm using this the symbol of Black Bolt for those of you who are in the comic books, right? Black Bolt, who is so powerful he could destroy a planet with his words, just by saying something, right? But I thought that his picture was a great example of what a mantra is. The word mantra comes from two Sanskrit words. Man means mind, right? Tra means vehicle or instrument. The mantra is an instrument of the mind, a powerful sound or vibration that you can use to transport the mind from a state of activity to one of stillness and deep meditation. That's one way you can use a mantra. Notice that tra means vehicle or instrument. So it's a mind instrument, a mantra. It is taking something from the mind, a word that you say in your mind, and you say it out of your mouth with a certain way. Black Bolt, that's what he's doing. His words are power. His word is an instrument. He can destroy you. You saw him in the last Doctor Strange. He was in the last Doctor Strange, right? He actually killed Doctor Strange in the last Doctor Strange, right? In one section of the movie. So Black Bolt, right, is an example of that, using his words as a tool. So when you speak a mantra, family, you have to feel it. Let it be an instrument to you, right? You play instruments. Instruments bring you sound and happiness. It's a tool. So a mantra is a mind tool that is spoken outward. It becomes a tool because of the word, right? The word is power. It becomes so we're going to break down why these words are so powerful, right? Why these mantras, specific words, are so powerful. So when I show y'all the mudras and the mantras together, you guys are going to know how to put them together, right? You guys are going to know how to put the tools together to use it for your benefit. Why y'all think I always talk about mantras? I use them. I use mantras and mudras in my prayers, in my calling on elementals, in my calling on angels, right? To pray for my family for protection. And I'm going to give you guys a repetitive word that I've talked about before. I'm going to explain to you guys why it's so powerful later, right? Why that's so powerful. And some of y'all missed it, but it's extremely powerful. But sometimes I got to break this stuff down to help you guys understand. Or sometimes people will miss the tool. You guys have a jewel here dealing with mantras. There are some mantras that everybody say, but the goal is to keep saying it over and over and over. That's really what a ritual is. A ritual means to do something over and over and over until you get what you want. You know, that's what you're supposed to do. So when you speak it with the mudra, with the mudra I'm going to give you, say the word, hold the mudra and say it over and over and over. And it will program your subconscious mind, and it will program the world around you. These mind instruments, these mind tools, right? I want you guys to grasp this and understand this. Okay? Very important, family. Seed syllables are the mantra and the ultimate condensation of Dharma. What is Dharma? What is Dharma? Dharma is the reverse of karma, right? Meaning that these words carry a very positive and good vibration, right? Right? We're going somewhere. We're going somewhere. So pay attention. We're going somewhere, family. I'm breaking it down for y'all. Finally, we're going somewhere. I love it when they said the ultimate condensation of Dharma, right? And I've took a lot of these words out of books that I've read and that I still do read over time to really give you some really deep understanding. So I'm giving you guys what it is. The ultimate condensation of Dharma, of positive frequency, right? Something that is the reverse of karma. You can clean up your karma with Dharma, right? Seed syllables are the mantra and the ultimate condensation of the Dharma, containing infinite meaning, containing many meanings from one little seed syllable. So, of course, we know what this picture is. This is Om, right? This is the Om. Om is a seed syllable, right? Containing infinite meaning in a single syllable, like the Om picture. Om has held a special place in Indian religions since before Buddhism. Right? So these seed syllables carry Dharma, right? Energy that can fix your frequency, that can fix your karma. Some of y'all need to wear these simple symbols. Some of y'all think they don't got the power they do because it's not a black magic symbol. We don't need no black magic symbols no more. I'm teaching y'all how to fight on the right hand path. And some of y'all is going to stay on the dark side. And I'm not trying to pull you to the right side. I'm trying to give you information, right? We need to go back to some of these so-called simple symbols that carry very high positive frequency, right? Very important, family. As long as the essence of hum is retained, this is the powerful syllable which, when worn continuously on the body, invokes the most powerful of protective auras to keep you safe from harm. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Om Mani Padme Hum. I remember me talking about that. I talked about that so many times. I told y'all in how to put on the whole armor of God. See, I already knew this information. How to put on the whole armor of God. I said, print out Om Mani Padme Hum, right? And put that in your pocket. Put it up in your house, right? Some of y'all ask me, Brother Yosef, I need some protective stuff for my house. Here you go. Go type in the word Om Mani, M-A-N-I, Padme, P-A-D-A-M-E, hum. And it just told you what the hum means. You can look this up for yourself. As long as the essence of the hum is retained, this is a powerful syllable which, when worn continuously on the body, it could be worn or it could be put in tattoo form. Right, this is one of the things I recommend getting a tattoo of. If you're going to get a tattoo, get the Om Mani Padme Hum on you. It invokes the most powerful of protective auras to keep you safe from harm. When you wear the hum, which is the part up here, with a crystal resting around the vicinity of your heart, and you recite any of the mantras you know that contain the word hum, then whenever you are in danger of any kind, reciting hum, hum, hum continuously under your breath will bring relief to your mind and open pathways of safety. So if you're in a situation, family, where you feel like it's a dangerous situation, you may be walking down the street and there's 3 dudes walking behind you. You may feel like you're going to get robbed or hurt in some type of way. You know, brother may be going to the store with his kids and feel like it may be dangerous. People get shot on this corner, but you got to go up here and get food for your kids, right? Anything, any situation. You need to get you an Om Mani Padme Hum or get a tattoo on you and just constantly pronounce in your mind, hum, hum, hum. And, you know, get you a crystal with Om Mani Padme Hum on it. Yeah, you can get stones like that. You can go buy, they sell them on Amazon. You can get Om Mani Padme gemstones like rocks and whatever. You can get pocket stones. Very powerful. But if you get one, and I found this picture on the internet, and I thought it was a perfect picture because right when it says hum, there's a gemstone attached to it, right? It doesn't have to be a diamond. It could be a crystal of any sort. I recommend quartz crystal or some type of high vibrating crystal, maybe citrine or something like that. And you buy it around that necklace or just get a rock. A rock is a gemstone, right? And you put Om Mani Padme Hum on it. You have a very powerful spiritual tool, very simple, that's resonating a protective frequency. And it will bring to your mind relief and open your mind to know how to be safe and give you a pathway to safety. Simple tools that we can use to protect ourselves without even going deep. Simple tool that people pass by and don't pay attention to. But I told y'all this back in 2019. I could have made anything out of my ass. I could have said anything. Go chant Ashe on everything, which is a word of power as well. Don't get it twisted. But we talking about Ashe gives you power. It is a power. Ashe is a power, and it gives you power. We're talking about protective things. Things are going to keep you protected, right? So it's a difference between just having power and being protected. Om Mani Padme Hum. I go in on each slide because I want to give you guys the full concept and the full understanding of what's going on and what's happening here. All right. On its own, made in the precious metal, the syllable hum can emit visible rays of protective energies. Some of us need to get and I'm going to say silver, because everybody can't probably afford a big gold piece. I have a silver piece of Om Mani Padme Hum, right, that I do wear once in a blue moon. I just have so many different tools, right? But I'm telling you guys, you should get a silver. Go on Amazon, eBay, somewhere, and find you an Om Mani Padme Hum in silver, right? On its own, made of precious metal, gold or silver. The syllable hum can emit visible rays of protective energies. The visible rays of protective energies, which means the pendant itself may shine brighter than usual when you have it in that form. As long as the essence of hum, see, this is a word that people don't talk about. Like, we know about the om. We talking about hum. Hum is a protective word. It's a protective word of power. Hum. If you feel it, you're in a dangerous situation, or if you feel stressed out, hum will calm you down. It will reset your mind. As long as the essence of hum is retained, this is a very powerful syllable, which, when worn continuously around the body, invokes the most powerful protective auras to keep you safe from harm. So, you guys need to get this, right? And you have Japanese versions of Om Mani Padme Hum. You have Sanskrit versions of it. And you have the Chinese version of Om Mani Padme Hum. You know, just get one. All right. I had to say all that just to get you guys, when we get into the stuff, you guys know what it is, know what time it is, right? So I'm going to give you some powerful mantras and mudras that you guys can work with that are very powerful. And you can hang these pictures up, right? Screenshot this, hang it up. You know, you can do a lot of things. You can put this up in your house. Om Ami Diwa Se. Om Mani Diwa Se. Om Mani Diwa Se. That's the mantra, family. All right. This Buddha right here, y'all, is one of the most powerful Buddhas in existence. One of the most powerful Buddha types in existence. I never pronounced the word right. I never pronounced the word right. Right? So, that's the type of Buddha we're talking about, the mantra of the Amitabha Buddha, right? I never pronounced the word right. Om, the key to opening the door. I want y'all to understand that Om is a door opener, right? If you got things closed in your life, blockages in your life, just chant Om. The key to open the door of the universe and communicate with the Buddha. If you are full of greed, stubborn, or otherwise dulled, you cannot feel the light of the Buddha. Means that if you are backed up and blocked up with negativity, low vibrating energy, you can't feel the light. So this type of science right here, one thing about right-hand path information, it's going to challenge you to do the right thing. It's going to challenge you to be more positive. You know what I'm saying? It's going to challenge you to be more positive. It's going to challenge you to get your mind right. Right? No offense towards left-hand path, but I'd rather work with high vibrational beings instead of low vibrational beings to get the job done. But some people in their nature, they want to work with demons. They want to work with low vibrational beings. And that's okay if that's what you want to do. I'd rather not do that. I'd rather work with something that's going to feed me light. And this type of Buddha right here will feed you light. This Buddha all the 900,000 trillion Buddhas give blessings from all directions. Diwa, gods from all levels of the Diwa realms, the six desires, the Brahma and Brahma levels will come to you with support. So every time you say these seed syllables, each one of these words are seed syllables, words of power. When you say these words, this is the thing that it invokes. So when you say Diwa, so we talk about Om, Ami, this Buddha at all times. So we talk about that Diwa from all levels of the Diwa realms and the six desires, Brahmas levels will come to you, your support. Say the triple gem, the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha will fulfill your wishes. Disasters affecting you will subside and you will live long, healthy life, financially strong. You need to pronounce this is another word of power. Power. Look, y'all, it's hundreds of thousands of mantras out there. I'm giving y'all the big dogs. These are the good mantras that's really, really going to say. That's really, really going to help you. So, Om Ami Diwa Se. Om Mani Diwa Se. Om Mani Diwa Se. Okay, let me answer this. I'm going to answer a question real quick. Battle Angel said, why do people think witchcraft is associated with evil? Witchcraft is not evil. Right? It's people who use witchcraft to do evil things. So witchcraft is not on the and I'm not saying that's what you're saying, Battle Angel. I like what you said. But some people think witchcraft is associated with evil because what people don't understand, they put it in evil category. So I'm not calling the left-hand path evil. All I'm saying is that that's a different path you can go and different energy you can work with, right? To get things done. Which is a form of light, but it's a chaotic form of light. I'd rather not work with that form of light. I'd rather work with this form of light. I've seen the benefits of it. And you ain't talking to a person that didn't work on the dark side. You know, like I always say, some people say they dark side, but they haven't really did the dark side. They ain't worked with demons before. They haven't really worked with the left-hand path. Some people have. right? Some people think Baphomet is the left-hand path. It's not. Baphomet is the middle path. Middle path people created that. Alchemists created Baphomet. Some people call alchemists magicians. They're not magicians, but some people who don't understand, they call them magicians. Alchemists created that as a sign of perfect balance. But someone looking at it will say, "Oh, this is demonic," and you know what I'm saying, satanic. It's not a satanic symbol. All right. When chanting this mantra, your heart and mind become very stable. You will receive the following qualities. I'm giving y'all some powerful stuff, y'all. This is a mantra that I've done in the spirit world, in the afterlife, and it's very powerful, right? It will increase your light. When chanting this mantra, your heart and your mind will become very stable, and you will receive the following qualities: immeasurable light, immeasurable wisdom, immeasurable compassion, immeasurable concern, immeasurable life. You don't believe me? Just try it. So this is the mudra, right? You want to interlock your fingers. All right, let me put this down a little bit. You want to interlock your fingers like this, right? And put your fingers up straight. And you want your fingers to be like this, all right? They rest right on top of each other. And the mudra is in the front. Now, this is a two-part mudra, right? This is a two-part mudra. This is what you call, you're breaking the seal to create another seal. A mudra is a seal. It's a hand gesture, but it's also a seal that represents you're locking the power in. You're activating the power with the seal. So you want to do this mantra. Om. So you want to do this. You want to do this mantra, family? Let me go back to show y'all the mantra while you're doing the mudra. Om mani. Omi diwase. Om ami diwase. Om ami diwase. And I apologize if I said that wrong earlier. Om mani. Om mani. Om ami diwase. I'm so used to saying Om mani padme om. Om ami diwase. Om ami diwase. And you want to put your hand in the mudra right near your heart, right? Now, you want to break the seal. You're going to do it like this, right? And the only place I've seen on people do this is on the TV show The Magicians, right? The above mudra is very powerful because it can increase your concentration power and still trouble your troubled mind and heart. And if you make a wish, your wish will come true. So whatever you need in this life to help you be more, this mantra will help you in mudra, right? So you're going to have your fingers like this. You're going to break it and you're going to come out like this, right? So you're going to have your mudra like this. You're going to break it, right? And you're going to put your hands like this. This is the second part of the mudra. So it's two parts to this mudra. So while you're sitting there breathing, you're chanting the mantra, you're constantly doing this. Om Ami Diwase. Om Ami Diwase. You're going to keep doing that over and over and over. It's a two-part mudra, right? This is a more advanced mudra. Now we're getting to mudras that are more advanced. A more advanced mudra have two parts to them. You know what I'm saying? They have two parts, family. From the first mudra, without moving the left hand, stay as it is and lift up the right hand with the palm facing forward, right? So you're going to break it, right? They say don't move the left hand, but I've always moved my left hand, family. But if you guys want to do this way, you can. I mean, I've seen results from it. I've seen results from it. So I and that just come from me, my schooling, when we do the, so yeah, we supposed to break it to seal and then move the mudra. But this one is telling you not to move it. This one is telling you simply put your hand like this. And if it's easier for you to do that, go right ahead, family. right? Keep the left hand still and go right ahead, right? Kindred, you're very welcome. I'm giving y'all some game right now. Some. These are next level mudras. Some people don't even know mudra has two parts. Some advanced mudras have two parts. So we're giving you a two-part mudra right now, right? Right palm denotes the destruction of the five bad emotions, right? And then the left palm denotes the storage of treasures and wisdom and merits and wealth beyond being bestowed by the Buddha. So as you're constantly doing this, you're getting the Buddha's attention. You're getting his attention. You're tapping into some super divine, powerful stuff here, family. All right, let's go to some more, right? And you guys can go back and watch this as much as you want. Y'all know every now and then, Brother Yosef won't give y'all a banger because, you know, I want to show y'all my appreciation. Maybe we'll do a part two to this in the future. Sarah's, let me see. Sarasvati, goddess of knowledge, right? Sarasvati, the goddess of knowledge, also called Saraswati, you know. Patron of music, poetry, learning, and the arts, a water goddess, language and letters, goddess of wealth and good fortune, protector of the Buddhist law. She represents everything that flows. For example, music, poetry, writing, learning, eloquence, wisdom, and performing arts. If you are into arts of any kind, if you are into the arts of any kind, family, this is who you want to get with. And Brother Yosef is going to give you a mudra and word of power to contact her. So what am I really saying here? I'm giving y'all ways to contact the guys directly. I'm giving y'all their phone number. Their phone number don't look like our phone number. I'm giving y'all ways to contact. Yes, I got more to contact other gods, even African gods, right? We're going to say that for the future, but we're going to get some good ones today. Because it's not about whether they're African or white or black or whatever. It's about what type of energy do they have that can help me. So if you're a music artist, if you are a poet, if you are a any person that's into, if you my brother in the spiritual world, my brother Buddy, we call him Buddy, he uses Saraswati. He's a chef, right? And he swears up and down she gives him new ideas for, he knows this mudra mantra, and he swears up and down she gives him, Saraswati gives him knowledge to make new types of meals and everything. So I'm giving you a way to contact the energy of the gods, and you're going to get their attention if you're doing these things correctly. All right. So this is who she is. She's known as a goddess of knowledge. Very powerful. This is the seed syllable, family. You can draw this yourself. Look at the picture while you're doing the mudra, right? Look at the picture while you're doing the mudra. Let me see this one. Yep. Okay. Look at the picture while you're doing the mudra. Om Saraswati Devapruta Savaha. Om Saraswati Devapruta Savaha. Om Saraswati Devapruta Savaha. All right? Pronounce it the best you can, right? It's going to help increase the frequency, the words. But this is the seal, right? It's really going to get her attention. We don't get it twisted. This is important as well. So the mantra, the seed syllable, which a lot of y'all never saw before. A lot of y'all never saw seed syllables, right? That picture above. You can write this out with your hand and look at it. I recommend writing it on parchment paper. Okay, some of these y'all, I use so many different mantras and mudras. Some of these I haven't seen in a while, right? But I thought these would be good for y'all, right? So this is very powerful, family. So what does it do? Of course, Om opens the door to the universe. Saraswati, name of the goddess, the heavenly deva, transformed from 10 million birds to become one bird with 10 million heads. Woo. She personifies eloquence, is the excellent orator. She is also known as goddess, the eloquent discourse and speech. So she's all around for education, for the arts. You need to get with this goddess. Savaha, out of birth, out of the birth cycle. Saramswata. So, you can use this for study to catch up with learning languages. For those who have a speech problem, it is you can use it for that. Increase of mental power. So if you want to be smarter, this will increase your intelligence. But this does more, family. It also does everything that she represents, right? It does everything that she represents. If you need more help working with the arts, being a better music artist or whatever, work with this deity. So the mudra is very simple, right? The mudra is very simple. And you're going to close the mudra just like so, right? It's very simple. It's hard for me to do on this actual video to show y'all, but you know, make sure your thumbs and your fingers are in the right position. I just have a hard time doing it on the video. I'm sorry, y'all, but this is how you want to do the mudra. It tells you exactly how you want to do it. All right. Yes, she can be your spiritual mother, Barbie. She can definitely be your spiritual mother. All right, so that's part one. So you want to print this out, look at it on the wall. So this right here has the power of the mudra and the mantra. This symbol here, right? So if you are in your music studio, write this out and hang it up in your music studio. You can draw that yourself. All right. Okay, here's another mantra that you can speak, right? And this is the mudra you can do, right? So your ring finger is what's going to touch, okay? So you're going to go like this, right? Everything's going to be open. Your ring finger is going to touch, and everything else is going to be open. This is the mudra. That's a dope mudra too, right? Now when you speak this mantra, it opens doors to the universe. It clears water disaster, fire disaster, wind disaster. Destroy, dispose, overcome. So to destroy, dispose, and overcome all disasters. You won't be involved in accidental death. So if you're going to go on a cruise ship, if you're going to fly on an airplane, right? Maybe the airplane starts shaking and thunder and lightning start, this is a mantra and a word of power, right? These mudras that you can say that can get you a magical thing you can do on an airplane that can get you out of the situation you're in. You may have to sit there in the airplane and pronounce these words. So before you go on a trip, I would say these words. Everybody's been, I don't say everybody, but a lot of people been on airplanes before. We almost felt like he wasn't about to make it. I remember one time we was flying and the airplane was going side to side so much. I said, this dude is about to crash, man. And I was really, really scared. You know what I'm saying? We landed perfectly. And then one time we landed in a snowstorm and the airplane slid. So, these are mantras and technology tools you can use to help yourself out, family. All right. The medicine Buddha. All right. We all know who the medicine Buddha is. All right. So we're not even going to really read this part, but we'll read this part at the bottom. Thus, the reaction to the medicine Buddha mantra to overcome mental, physical, and spiritual sickness, to help us eradicate the three poisons. attachment, hatred, and ignorance, which are the source of all sickness and danger, and also suffering. I tell y'all all the time, wants are the cause of all suffering. Wanting on a consistent basis are the reason why a lot of people suffer. So here's a symbol of power that you guys can actually put up in your house. You can draw this with your hand. All right. I do have this one drawn with my hand in my house. No, this one I actually have to hang up still, but it was up in my house in New York. I still got to hang this one up here. But it is a symbol of power that has the power of the mantra and the words all together. All right. So you're going to speak this mantra to the best of your ability. And you're going to do the mudra, right? Which is simply going to be this. Right? This is going to be the mudra. Okay. Now, sometimes you guys can get lucky. You can type these words into YouTube and you can actually hear people pronounce it the exact way. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay, family. Pronounce it to the best of your ability and do the mantra, the mudra. Because you got to understand, family, this word here is this in seed form. So a lot of times, family, you don't even have to pronounce the mantra if you don't want to. It just makes it more powerful if you look at the symbol while you do it. So you can literally draw this symbol out and do the mudra, and it's the same power, the same technology. But if you're doing it with the mantra, it makes it more powerful. That's why I want to give you guys the seed form. Right? So we know who the medicine Buddha is. He's a very powerful, he's the one that holds. A lot of times you'll see him in pictures with holding Harataki. Okay, holding the Harataki. So this is very powerful, family. Very powerful. And I want you guys to have this. All right. And the one definitely right here, it definitely extends your life force as well. All right. Now I want to go a little bit deeper. This is the second part of the mantra. Okay. So the first part of the mantra is this, right? And this is the second part of the mantra. Okay. And in the second part of the mantra, you want to say these words here. Or like I said, family, you can go back, look at the symbol, right? Look at the seed form symbol, seed syllable symbol. It has the same power, and do the two mantras. Very self-explanatory, this mantra right here. So pretty much, family, you will go from this. I'm not sure if you guys can see my mouse on here. Probably not. But you guys will go from this mudra, right? This mudra, while looking at the picture, and go to this mantra. And you would do a back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But so if you want to say the mantra, you would say this secondly. All right. And what it does, it has the highest highest and perfect wisdom and compassion, blessing of all the Buddhas, name of the Buddha, right? And confidence in the Dharma, out of the birth cycle. So a lot of these things will help fix your karma. When you see the out of the birth cycle, those are the heavy hitters, because that means they can fix your karma to not have to come back. All right. Now, this is another mantra I want to introduce you guys to. This is separate from the other one, the medicine Buddha. This separate mudra and mantra is the sunlight Buddhastiva mantra. The sunlight Buddhastiva mantra. Yes, this symbol here is a solar symbol, family. It is a solar symbol. Right? So this is a very powerful symbol that can actually generate light. You can draw it out with your hands, or you can actually print this out. You know what I mean? Whatever you got to do, family. Just be surprised what some people do when they screenshot the video and blow it up and then print this part out. You know what I'm saying? I've done it before, right? So you can actually say this, you can look at this, or you can actually pronounce the mantra, right? And it says that the sunlight of the Buddhastiva, whose sunlight energy covers the whole universe, Unlimited solar radiance. Huh. Powerful, right? That means you want to hang this up in your house. I like to put my stuff in picture frame. I don't know about y'all, but I like to, when I print out certain things, I like to put them in picture frames. So they actually, makes the house, makes it look more elegant when it's up. You know what I mean? Not just a thing on the wall. I like to put it in picture frame. So unlimited solar radiance, the highest level of the Amrita that cures all sickness out of samsara, which means out of the birth cycle. All right. So this is the symbol, right? This is the solar symbol, right? Middle and ring fingers fold down into palm, right palm face out, left palm face in, right? So you're talking about this, family. Looks like didn't they say this is the devil symbol, the symbol of Satan? But this is what you're doing, family, right? It's what you're doing. And you want to open your fingers like this, okay? And you want to do the same thing facing in, all right? Very powerful one right here, okay? Very powerful, family. So you guys can go back and watch that again. But remember, this is a solar symbol, and this is a solar mudra. All right, you guys ask me about that stuff sometimes. Sometimes I pretend like I don't know. This is the moonlight Buddha mantra, the moonlight. So when you're doing moon work, you want to charge up your energy. This gets with the moon Buddha right? This is very powerful as well. Moonlight Buddha right? This is the name right here. Chandra. CH, Chandra, right? Lunar radiance covering the whole universe. Destruction of black magic and dispel and drive out spirits. So this mudra will also help you drive out evil spirits and destroy black magic, right? Take refuge in the triple gems. Hum. Here's that symbol again, y'all. Hum. So it's funny that when this hum is here, it's always a protective thing with the whole mudra and the whole spell. So the destructive of black magic and dispel and drive out evil spirits. Very powerful. Here is the powerful symbol. So this is a protective symbol that can also generate moonlight, family. All right. Hum. Hum. All right. So you can draw this with your hand. And remember, family, if you draw it, do it on parchment paper. I would recommend doing it with dragon's blood ink. Dragon's blood ink is magical. All right. Somebody said the Saraswati mudra felt good. They didn't want to release it. Okay. Powerful. All right. Very powerful right here, family. This is a mudra using both hands. And here is the picture of how you do the mudra. Very simple, you know. So your palms are going to be facing you, and you do the mudra just like that. And you want to put this picture up, all right? This is the moonlight Buddha mantra. All right, very powerful, family. The Maitreya. Well, let me say this real quick, all right? Maitreya Buddha resides in Tushita, heaven, and is the next Buddha who will appear in this world. After the Buddhas is here now, pretty much. Maitreya is known by many as the happy Buddha, the many children Buddha, Tochi Fat. Look, he's a fat Buddha too. No worry, no sadness, generous to a fault, very forgiving, right? Very forgiving. All right. So Maitreya family is pretty much the Christ. This is the coming Christ. That's why I tell y'all all the time, the whole Christ thing is not just a European Jesus Christ story. They stole that. There's many versions of a coming Christ in the future. I personally believe this being is here already. And, when the Christ comes, he's not going to appear like everybody thinks he should appear. I believe he's even a fat, chubby guy. And his job is going to be to teach the nations, right? And many, many people are going to follow him. So the Maitreya is a type of Christ, right? And he's the one that's coming in the end times. And he's going to teach many, 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 many people. So this is the Chinese version of the Christ, also Japanese. That's who the Maitreya is, right? So there's many different versions of Christ, in case you guys didn't know that. So, yes, you can call him the Maitreya Buddha for help. And I believe he's born already. I believe he's here on this planet. So this is the mantra. This is the mantra / mudra. This one doesn't come in a C syllable, so you have to pronounce this. So I'm going to say it too, just to help you guys. Sankasa is the first word. Tathagata. So we have Sankasa, Tathagata, Maitreya, Nietzsche. Sankasa, Tagatha, Maitreya, Nietzsche. Sangsasa, Tathagata, Maitreya, Nietzsche. Sankasa, Tathagata, Maitreya, Nietzsche. All right. So the mudra has the pinky finger and the ring finger up. And you're going to touch like this. Sankasa, Tathagata, Maitreya, Nietzsche. Sankasa, Tangatha, Tathagata, Maitreya, Nietzsche. All right. This will take you to the place where Maitreya is now residing. Told y'all it's a phone call. The highest guru energy, the highest dharma, the highest dharma. Maitreya about to save y'all soul, right? Presently a Buddhistiva, and will be our future Buddha. This will be the future Buddha. Y'all seen these in Chinese restaurants. Nietzsche, permanent enlightenment, real enlightenment. Not verbal, not self-proclaimed type of enlightenment. So by chanting this word of power and doing this mudra, it can bring you closer to enlightenment. And there's many mantras like that in mudras, right? The highest dharma. This can get rid of all your karma. This is a very powerful practice that you guys can do that will really, really help you guys. And help me too. Don't get it twisted. It's just that I have access to so much of this information. I have different tools I use. I thought that this was the perfect one for you guys. This Maitreya mantra and mudra. Powerful technology. And think about it. This man's already on the planet. He probably could help you physically. And even when a person like that comes down, their higher self is still in the heavens. So this is and I love this Buddha here, right? Because this is the perfect example of, it's not always about being vegan and vegetarian. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely a fat Buddha that is probably one of the most popular Buddhas there is, because you see him in all the Chinese stores and the Chinese windows. This is a very popular Buddha that brings luck. That's the main thing the Chinese people will tell you, that, oh, he brings luck. It's deeper than that, though. Right? It's deeper than that, family. Right? And we have to get out of the mindset that this is a Chinese thing. It's not. All science comes from Africa. Anything the Chinese know spiritually come from Africa. And it's spread out. The information spread it out. That's just a fact. So don't be ashamed to do any, because all the technology, you'll never find all the science in Africa. You won't. It's spread out. You'll never find all the science in the Wiccan or Europe. You'll never find all the science in India or even China. All the science is spread out. So you have to take all of it, family, and use what you can, right? There's another powerful Maitreya mudra and mantra that I will give you guys in the future. But this is the first one, and it's extremely powerful, right? If you know, guys knows that top, it says fifth mantra and mudra. There were other parts to this that you can do for the Maitreya that will bring, like, you know, more wealth, more health and longevity. But I thought that this one right here was the perfect one that you guys needed. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to give you guys this one, right? And this is the most powerful mantra and mudra. Let me answer some questions, right? Because we at the end of the slides now. All right. We've been on here now almost an hour. Okay. I've been using the Kunti books you suggested, and it's giving me more energy. Ashe. That's what's up, family. Any mudras to perform while saying the Anisa Vajaya Dharani. Yes, you can do when you say the Anisa Vajaya Dharani, to just increase it, you can just put your hand in the Om, because it opens the doors. Put your hand in the Om symbol. It opens the doors. So now you have an opening door mechanism that's going to open the door with you with that prayer. With that prayer. How does one protect themselves from psychic readings without their consent? Be honest with you, family. If you just now starting spirituality, I would recommend just getting you a Helm of All. It's a very powerful psychic tool, right? A very powerful psychic tool. Smooth said, I just got that Kunji book too. Okay. Yes. Can one print the Helm of All, Eye of Ra for protection? Yes, the Helm of All is powerful protection. The Eye of Ra is also a protection symbol, and it brings solar energy. The Eye of Ra. The Eye of Ra is so powerful. If you look at it, it will start to balance out both sides of your brain, and it will start to mess with your third eye if you look at the symbol. And it's another symbol that if you put it in gold, it shines with solar energy. A real gold, I wouldn't put it in silver because the Eye of Ra is a gold. But now there's another Eye of Heru. There's different. You have the left eye and the right eye. One eye represents the moon. One eye represents the sun. So depending on which one you get, you can put one in silver and one in gold. But the Eye of Ra itself, I would recommend putting in gold, and it will take your stuff to a whole nother level. All right. To a whole nother level, family. Okay. I was doing the internal formula for healing last night, and it helped me a lot. Every time I do it, I can feel the energy. Okay. Shout out to you, family. Thank you sincerely for all you've given us. You're very welcome, family. I don't know what other people are doing on their Patreons, but I'm trying to give y'all, some very, very good stuff. Every now and then, y'all know how we do. We talk. We just get down to, we do live streams, but every now and then I got to give y'all a banger. I got to give y'all something good. So yeah, as long as I do Patreon, I'm always going to give y'all something, right? Spells, rituals, tools you can use, right? And we're only going to go deeper, right? Don't get it twisted. Yeah, I got some secret fairy stuff coming. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like a lot of y'all on here still I want y'all to get tools that can build y'all spiritual energy up, because if I give y'all a lot of fairy spells, you got to have power to do these things. But if you've been doing some of these mudras and mantras to increase your light, a lot of the fairy spells and stuff I'm going to give you going to manifest. And the fairies going to come around because your light, you got so much light on you. So I'm trying to teach y'all other ways to gain light. That's what we're talking about here. Okay? Do you think Master Gibson practices these mudras to connect with deities like Ganesha? I think Dr. Gibson practices more advanced stuff. That's my opinion. His stuff, some of his stuff he gives out is on a whole nother level. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure this is nothing to him. You know what I mean? But it's because he's probably seen it and done it, right? But for us starting out, this is the world. This is the world, right? I have a silver coin with Lakshmi and Ganesha on one side, and a seed syllable Shri on the other side. What can I use it with? Oh, wealth. That's a very powerful wealth tool, family. And it's in silver. Oh, yeah, you got some good stuff right there. How does one remove deities and dragons from the altar when moving from one's house? You don't have to do anything special, family. Just take it down. Or if you have a close relationship with the deities, let them know, hey, I got to take this down so I can move. You'll be straight. I sometimes feel like losing my mind because I feel disconnected from this reality and nothing seems real. Why is this happening? And what do I do to help solve this? I need to ground myself. Yes, you need to grow your consciousness, family. You need to start realizing truth. This mudra right here, Maitreya, will help you. I recommend doing this right here, family. Every day, it will help you because you need to grow your consciousness. You need light because a part of you feels like you don't want to be here. Everybody goes through that when they go through spiritual growth. The truth is you need to be here because we need your help. Brother Yosef can't do this by himself. I need help. I need people who can grow and evolve like me so all y'all can help me and we can help each other. You know what I'm saying? So the world needs you. So you feel like losing your mind because you don't have enough consciousness. You need to grow your consciousness, family, so you can balance yourself out. All right? That's why it's happening to you. You need to really, really balance yourself with light. Okay? Not too much light where you unbalanced. We're talking about just get light. All right? Om is the king of mantras. I wouldn't say that, but it's the most popular mantra. Root work will help as well. Yes. Root chakra work. Yeah, root chakra is good. That will help. I answered the last question. Bro Yosef, I've been working with mudras and mantras seriously for a year, and it has changed my life significantly. Thank you. You are very welcome, Kwame. You are very welcome, because that's what it's about. Doing the work, family. All right. Do we have to light candles when chanting mantras? No. You can, but you don't have to. It's more like when you're trying to get in a meditative state. Is it wise to put a piece of silver on an altar? Generally, it depends on what type of altar it is. If you have a dragon altar, you can put some silver up there, a deity altar, but you can never have it back. If you put it up there, it's a sacrifice. You can never have that back, family. All right? That's important. Okay, this is their last question for real. How does the helm of all compare to putting a crop circle to laying under my pillow? How does the helm of all compare? I don't understand what you mean by that, Nicole, because they're made for two different things. The helm of all is for protection and psychic protection, and the crop circle is to help you travel. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like two different things. So that's like two different things. So they help differently. You know what I mean? So you can put a helm of all on your pillow. It'll probably help protect you while you sleep. All right. Any mudra mantra for Kali Ma? Absolutely. There's mudra mantra for a lot of people. We'll get into those in the future. You know what I mean? Just like when you have the mantras or the mudras. Oh yeah, the mantra. Excuse me. The seed syllables, or we'll call them seed syllables, or the veves for the Loa or the Vundum deities, right? Those are calling cards. That's how you contact the deity. But a lot of times you'll see the priest, when they drawing them, they'll start speaking words over them when they drawing them. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta have the right technology and tools to put all these things together. I'm giving y'all a tool just from the perspective of a Tibetan or Chinese version. You know what I mean? So I just gave y'all a banger with that Maitreya. You know what I'm saying? The banger. Y'all need to do that. But look, y'all, been about an hour. We'll do another live stream real soon. I want to get on here and keep my promise and my word to give you guys some very powerful mudras and mantras and seed syllables that you guys probably never heard of before. Now y'all know what those are. And I want to give you guys those so you guys can use these tools to practice and empower yourself. The Maitreya one is something I'm going to be teaching my daughter very soon. I'm going to be teaching my daughter this so she can, grow from this. So her first spiritual things I'm teaching her, besides the altars, right, is mantras and mudras. Those are her first things I'm teaching her as a 7-year-old. Right. So look, I love y'all. Right. I appreciate you guys. Okay. And Brother Yosef will talk to you guys in the next video. All right. I love y'all, man. It was fun being on this. And as you guys see, I got my setup right this time. You know what I'm saying? And yes, next to come, I'm going to be trying to get some of you guys on here on video with me so we can talk. Right. We're going to start doing visual face-to-face. Just give me time. We'll get to that, family. All right. So shout out to all the people that's going to watch this in the future Patreon members. Peace. And hopefully you guys don't share this with people that's not on Patreon. Right. This is for Patreon. Y'all paid the money, man. Y'all keep it. You know what I'm saying? This ain't for everybody. This for the people that's serious. Y'all pay y'all money. Y'all want to get stuff that ain't on books out there. Right. You ain't going to find a lot of this stuff nowhere. A lot of it. So I'm giving y'all some good stuff that really works. All right. So I hope you guys appreciate that. I know you do. I love y'all. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace, family.